Are you looking for the best cordless nail guns? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best cordless nail guns on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Metabo-HPT NT1850DF Cordless Nail Gun. The Metabo-HPT sailed to an easy placement in our 2022 Tool Awards owing to its lightweight, easy handling, and ability to sink a fastener in the toughest wood. It sank all of its nails in our maple and red oak tests. A brushless motor increases its longevity as it improves its already impressive firing speed. With this power tool, you get a brad nailer that's as light as a pneumatic tool, but without the air hose. Let's take a closer look at that all-encompassing statement. Metabo-HPT has made a name for its nailers, going head-to-head with industry stalwarts such as Palode, Senko, and Stanley Bostitch. All these companies note that the key to any nailer is that you have to place it quickly and easily where you need to fire. This is especially true with trim work where every nail has to be perfectly fired. One misfired nail can wreck a piece of trim, causing you to have to tear it off, then cut and fasten a replacement piece. This is completely unlike framing where a misfired nail gets buried. The more weight and size you add to a nailer, the more difficult it becomes to place on its target, making it more likely that you may misfire a nail. The first generation of cordless nailers were good first efforts, but it was a close call between them and selecting a slim and easily handled pneumatic tool, dragging a hose and a pancake compressor with you. The Metabo-HPT represents the full fruition of the effort to make finished nailers slim and easy to handle. It's 30% lighter than its predecessor tool, which was already fairly slim and easy to handle. The Metabo-HPT has a slim handle and a good line of sight to its tip. Therefore, it's easy to handle at floor height, mid-height, and over your head. The odds of you misnailing are greatly reduced and your productivity moves up a notch. When you get right down to it, this is what 18-gauge fasteners are all about. Compared to tools that fire 15-gauge fasteners, you can pack more of them in a nailer's magazine, and they take less force to drive. Thus, the gun to fire them can be smaller and lighter. Yet at the same time they can fasten trim so securely that once it's nailed, it stays put. You have to pry it off by driving a flat bar behind it. So the Metabo-HPT succeeds on all fronts. It's light, easy handling, powerful, and takes full advantage of the potential locked-in 18-gauge fasteners by delivering a power tool well engineered to fire them. Number 2. Ryobi P320 Cordless Nail Gun. The Ryobi is a do-it-yourselfer's nailer. It lacks the long nail driving power of our test's top finishers. But it's inexpensive and quite effective for most of the jobs that you will need it for when fastening together 2 pieces of softwood around the hose. Think during craft projects, when attaching shoe molding, and when nailing on softwood door and window molding, baseboard, and small crown molding. Hobbyist crafters and DIYers will appreciate the tool's lack of bulkiness. It's a bit shorter and slimmer than professional duty nail guns. Also, the dial at the back of the tool makes it fast and easy to adjust output air pressure to control nail depth. Turning the dial clockwise increases air pressure and driving power, while turning it counterclockwise has the opposite effect. Simple and intuitive. Number 3. DeWalt DCN680D1 Cordless Nail Gun. 18-gauge nails are finicky. The longer a nail is, the harder it is for a nail gun to reliably sink the skinny things into hardwoods without either misfiring and jamming in the nose or firing the nail into the material but not properly setting it below the surface. This DeWalt is different, consistently firing one nail after the other into red oak without a problem. Its slim handle, weight distribution, and balance are outstanding, improving our productivity, which was also enhanced by the tool's stout drive mechanism and a lack of recoil. Place the gun and fire, then move on to the next nail. With the DCN680D1, it's that simple. Number 4. Craftsman CMCN616C1 Cordless Nail Gun. Craftsman CMCN616C1 deserves the moniker of most improved when you consider its predecessor, the C3 Speed Shot. Don't get us wrong, that wasn't a bad little product. But the new Craftsman has more nail driving power, a better sightline to its tip, and a more comfortable handle. We reliably fired nails into softwood up to 2.5 inches thick and oak up to 1.5. Just be warned, when we fired 2.5-inch nails into harder red oak, the majority of fasteners had their heads flush or nearly flush to the surface, not set just below the surface as is ideal. These nails, with their heads standing proud of the surface, required an old-fashioned nail set and a hammer for us to finish driving them. That aside, this is a good, sturdy, and reliable nailer. Number 5. Makita XNB02RJ Cordless Nail Gun. The XNB02RJ slimness helps it excel in small spaces and at awkward angles, like when you're nailing trim at floor level. And much of its surface area, especially its base and sides, is covered in rubber, protecting both the tool and the surface against which you place it. The kit version of the tool comes with two slim, 2Ah batteries, which is good because we noticed a rear-weighted bias when we tried the tool with a larger battery. This shouldn't be a problem if you purchase the kit. The two batteries provide more than enough power for a day's work. It's more of a problem for people who buy the tool bare and insert a larger battery in it.